So, welcome back, everybody. Last time, you guys awoke in the woods in a clearing to the east of town and were assaulted by a number of unnatural phenomena, a thick mist that turned into a fog with strange shapes coiling at the edges of your peripheral vision. You heard strange noises, and then a group of possessed animals attacked you, giant centipedes, rabid squirrels attempting to consume and kill you. Their strange ability to speak, their strange intellect, hostile and angry. After defeating them, you guys began to make your way through the fog, heading west towards town, where you reached the bridge across the Duyu River and saw another unsettling sight. And as Hannah leaned over backwards off the bridge to snag the floating corpse and bring it atop the stones and the wood, you saw that this farmer, this older gentleman, had been viciously murdered. And that's where we left off. You guys find yourselves at the very eastern edge of town, standing on the edge of the Duyu River, ready to proceed onwards. What are you going to do?
Does Mand, because I sort of live amongst the farmers, do I recognize this guy?
Roll a Willowshore lore or society check for me.
Willowshore, I can pull that up. Let's see what we got here. Where are my skills? There we go.
The hand symbol.
Yeah. Which is better, society? Well, they're equal, so I'll go Willowshore lore. Okay, all right.
What'd you get?
18 total.
18 total. Yeah, you do recognize this guy. This is Bim Solhan. He is a wheat farmer. He's got, a couple acres south of town, near your rented apartment. He has a family, a wife, 2 adult children who help him on the farm. You've maybe had a drink with him in the tavern once or twice. You've only moved to town recently, so it's not like he's a close friend, but you certainly recognize him. He's a citizen of the village.
God damn heartbreak over here. This guy had a family.
Oh my God, we have to go see if everyone's okay. We have to go.
Can't leave him here, though. We have to bring him with us.
Okay, fine. How heavy is this guy?
Probably pretty heavy.
I mean, he's a sturdy farmer. He's not overweight or tall, but it's a dead body.
Yes.
Cool.
It might
Okay,
be more helpful to split up the weight. Maybe we could cut him in half and share some of the pieces and maybe move that around.
Takahata, come on.
Oh, please, not like this.
Don't they teach you any respect for the dead up on Northridge?
I'm trying to be helpful, but we need to keep moving. And I feel like this farmer's weighing us down. But please.
Yeah, well.
I mean, Tampoco would also try to help. He doesn't have a lot of strength, but at least bringing it to the nearest farmhouse, wherever, if we're at the bridge, like the thing west of W33, just trying to bring it to people so it's not just floating away or just lying out here.
Well, it's lying on the bridge. Let's keep going. Nothing's gonna happen to the body. Let's go.
Let's at least take it out of the river.
It is out of
We
the
did, though. We did.
Oh,
yeah, we
okay.
caught our Hana-chan rescued.
I was really impressive. I ready my naginata with both hands, and I say, we have to keep going.
Can man say a quick, whatever the Abadar equivalent of a little crossing yourself is over this guy,
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody go ahead and make me a religion check. and let me know what you got.
16.
17.
7.
4.
So,
Sounds great.
Mand and Hannah-chan, both of you would know, for a follower of one of the gods here, and likely with those roles you would know, you would suspect that this individual was a follower of Daikitsu. Most of the South Bank farmers are.
Sure.
In order to lay his spirit to rest and ensure that he does not rise as an undead, the typical procedure would be a burial with the family present and rites from a priest or priestess of Daikitsu. What you can do now is offer prayers to keep the spirit at rest for a time, to keep kind of any anger or resentment over the murder at bay for a time. But at some point, to truly lay this person to rest, the body will have to be moved to a proper burial site, and proper burial rites will have to be given. That said, Mand, your instinct is to say some words. So you can say what you would like to say, and it will be, with that role, it would be taken in the spirit in which it was offered.
Then probably Mand will say something like, a noble farmer brought to an ignoble end. My friend didn't know you well, but I promise we will make this right. He maybe like lays a hand on his chest or something.
Hannah backs him up with just going into a prayer position, shutting her eyes, supporting silently.
A moment passes. There's no visceral response. There's no indication that anything has happened, but you have given these words to the dead, to the violently slain farmer in front of you. And if you want to leave his body here for now and come back for it later, you can certainly do that, or you can maybe notify the family. Man, you would be able to find... That was strange.
Yeah, let's go into town and find help. I can't carry him myself.
Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do.
Tampoco's got these tiny arms, tiny wiry arms. We gotta go.
Yeah. Okay.
Get out of the rain, please.
Okay, Hannah starts across the bridge back now that we've got this landmark, knowing which way is into town.
Okay, so you guys begin to make your way west into town, following the main path along the along the Cheba, excuse me. It's difficult to navigate. The fog surrounding you makes visibility pretty weak. The rain is sapping your strength. As you guys are moving, as you guys are traveling, is anybody doing anything in particular in terms of like exploration activities that we sort of covered in the tutorial dungeon?
Well, we are along the road, right?
Yeah.
You are on the road.
Okay.
I think Mand might be checking in with his animist spirits and just being like, see if they sense anything off or any other strangeness going on that they're attuned to that he's not.
Okay, I would say that probably counts as you scouting, invoking your elements. You can hear the Shepherd of Aaron Groves kind of goes like, well, it's there's lots of wind, lots of strange eeriness in the air. It's very interesting. It's not like most of the boring days we have here. And you hear the custodian of Groves and Gardens says, there's some kind of malevolence in the world around us, but beyond that, I don't sense anything at the moment.
Should I make a scouting check?
You can go ahead and make a perception check for me, sure. Tell me what you got.
I got it. Where the heck is perception? Oh, there it is. 11. Not so good.
Not so good. I mean, yeah, the fog mutes a lot of sound.
Makes sense.
You hear the rushing of the river nearby, and you sense this kind of like it's cold for a summer morning, and the clamminess of all the moisture in the air. I mean, sweat and moisture begin to trickle down all of your faces, down the back of your neck. Your armpits get clammy. But you continue to move forward, not noticing anything in particular, until you arrive at a place you remember from yesterday. Just yesterday, you came here with a parade. This is the plinth where Ugly Cute, the town's guardian stone spider statue, should be. But as you arrive, there's no stone spider statue. You see the large kind of stone plinth that it rested on is completely empty.
Okay, I use my Naginata to like investigate the top of the plinth to see if that it's really gone. It's not some illusion.
The blade passes through empty air. You also notice there is an empty lantern on the ground, the lantern oil having spilled out of it into the dirt and grass by the statue's space. You can see there's a handful of those twists of dough that people were handing out. Whatever Tampoco didn't manage to steal are just littered on the kind of base of the plinth. And everybody else give me a quick perception check.
This is
Or excuse me, give me a survival check instead. Let's see that.
Not my best. 10.
Ooh, doggy.
Hey, there you
Roll
go.
7.
8.
19. Oh, wow.
19.
Okay.
Tampoco, you're a little bit lower to the ground, and you notice there are some sort of gouging, there's some marks gouged out right in front of the base of the statue, almost what you would think might be marks, track marks left if the statue had like come down off the plinth and started moving around.
Which way are they headed?
They are headed east, back the way
So where
you
we came from?
Yeah.
Huh.
What the heck?
Well, Tampoco says all that, and he's like, but more importantly, this lamp must always be lit. That is a folklore thing that I remember it also from reading the background story. If the lamp is not lit, the spirit does not protect the town.
Hannah's super freaked out.
Something like that.
She knows. Yeah, she sees what Tampoco's laying down and knows exactly what he's talking about. I've never seen this lamp unlit on the first day of summer. She ruffles through her backpack and sees if she can find oil or fat or something that she can throw into the lantern.
Do you have anything in your inventory?
I don't think so.
I do.
I mean, I have a torch.
I have some candles.
I have oil.
Okay. You have oil? Straight up oil?
Yeah, I do. I have a pint of oil, and he can light it. He's like, there's no need for tinder.
I have my flint. Let's not burn off a bunch of the oil with your magic. Can we please have it and put it in the lamp, please?
Of course. He's putting it in there.
If you want to place a pint of oil into the lantern, you can easily light it. It will resume giving off light here at the eastern edge of town. Those of you who are local, so Byron and Hannah-chan, you would know that this is not, there are two lanterns in town. There's this one here,
Right.
and then there's the Eternal Lantern at the foot of the Dawnstep Bridge in the center of town. The Eternal Lantern is kind of like the big deal lantern. That one has been lit not by oil, but by 3 coins blessed by local divinities. That's kind of the most important one, but this one is also important to light. And as you fill it with oil and kind of set it upright on the plinth and light it, it begins to give off kind of a soft, warm glow that pushes the fog back just a little bit.
Let's take this
That's right.
lamp with us. What do we think?
Yes, we should. And from what I understand of the town, the big deal lamp is in the middle near the bridge. We must go
Yes.
there
Okay.
as well.
All right. We set off onward.
Onward
To
you
the east or
go.
west.
It's the west.
So you
West.
continue moving west along the road. Over the course of the next maybe half an hour, you kind of plod through the fog and the rain and the cold, moving slowly, and eventually you start to see jutting out of the fog ahead of you, perhaps 15 feet tall, what you recognize as the Eastern Watchtower. And as you approach, I'm going to need everybody to give me a perception check.
A lot of perceiving happening this morning.
Ooh, nice.
23.
11.
13.
Okay.
16.
So, sorry, who had the 23?
I did.
Hannah, as you are approaching the watchtower, you see lying in front of it 2 more bodies. In fact, you see 4. You see 2 what look to be town guards, their feet and legs swollen, coming out of their sandals and pants, like twice the size they should be. And you see these painful expressions on their faces. They are staring into the sky, no spirit, not breathing. And next to them, you see 2 small blue creatures with large ears and sharp teeth, clearly not human, not inhabitants of the town, that have been killed, obviously, by sword wounds.
Okay, can I inspect our town guard swords and see if there's blood on them?
Indeed, there is. You can see that it seems that the guards slew these creatures. As best you can
Battle is
tell.
taking place here. A battle is taking place here. I want to reach into my mind and see if I can understand why their legs are swollen. If I understand what.
Make
Medicine?
a medicine check for me, yes.
Not great at that, but.
Oh.
I got a 19, so it's a 20, a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, as you look closer, as you begin to inspect the bodies, you find small puncture wounds near the ankles of both guards, and you realize some sort of venomous creature has poisoned them. The poison swelled and inflamed their legs, and then reached their hearts and killed them. And as you realize this, you kind of look around and you see in the grass where you didn't originally notice, there are a pair of dead vipers, also cut by swords. And as you see this and make these connections, you hear a voice call out from the watchtower. Who's down there? Identify yourselves.
It's Hana-chan! It's Hana-chan!
It's
What
Byron Takahata, 7th of my line, 3rd of my name, 3rd time's the charm.
What's happened here? What's happened here?
Go away, go away. I have a crossbow bolt. I don't believe you. I'll kill you if you come any closer. I'll shoot. I'll do it.
Ask us anything. We were born and raised here. We know who. Do I recognize the voice? No.
You make a raw intelligence check for me. This will be a DC 18, so just roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Oh my god. Okay.
Get away from Chun Bim and Yanko. Leave them alone.
Okay, so I do +2. Oh, 22.
Wow.
On a natural
Nat
20, you do recognize this voice. You've met this person exactly once, yesterday. This young woman who was calling down to you from the tower, you chatted with her for about 2 minutes before the little play started, because her son, Min Wan, was on stage
Oh.
with his first performance, helping out with the 8 practices play. And as you kind of recognize the voice, she calls down, if you are who you say you are, recite the 8 practices. Each of you, tell me some of them.
Don't lean on a wall. Don't pat a ghost on a head.
I was going to say that one.
Somebody told me stuff with 2 things sticking out is bad, right?
Oh, that's the other one. I knew that one.
From what I remember,
Don't tell them that they're a ghost.
lumber is the strongest lumber. I remember that.
Okay, we're all sort of just like yelling over each other at.
Yeah, we're like, yeah.
I say, I remember your son yesterday. He was such a good boy. What happened here? I was the one with the incredible death scene, just like very real.
Well,
You hear her kind of look down and go, wait, I do recognize you. Yes, okay, wait, I'll come right down. And she begins to clamber down from the watchtower. And she approaches up to you, still a little bit nervous, holding her crossbow, a spear slung across her back. And she approaches and says, wait, you 4, you were the ones Uncle Cho kidnapped for the festival. Oh my goodness. I had night watch with Chun Bim and Yang Ko, and we were here until well past midnight, and then all of a sudden we started hearing screams and hoots and howls, and I was on watch and they were down guarding the road, and those damn creatures came out of nowhere. They just emerged from south of town from the woods, and they raced up, and they were mocking them and taunting them and saying they were going to kill them, and then they battled, and I thought they had the best of these little blue creatures, but after they killed them, they were shouting in the fight and crying out, and then they started to get sick. I couldn't help them. I couldn't save them.
In the forest, we met some possessed animals as well, squirrels and centipedes, and it was horrible, horrific. So is that all you saw, was this battle? Because we also fished a farmer out of the water down to the east.
Oh, God.
Dayue.
I didn't know what to do. No one from the town guard has come. I've been hearing screams and growls and just...
Woman, cease your babbling. Have they reached the North Shore yet?
Whoa.
I don't know. I holed up in the watchtower after this happened. I didn't know what else to do.
Okay.
Listen.
Well, come with us. Don't stay here alone.
I don't know. I should leave. I should stay with them, and I should cover the road in case something else happens. I don't know.
Oh, good thinking.
Make
Might be
a
a good idea, actually. Yeah.
make a diplomacy check, Hannah.
Okay.
We're going to try to make an impression here.
Ugh. All right, a 15.
You could use
15.
a hero point here.
No, that's
But
good.
if a 15's good, no, okay.
That's good. We're not... No. Don't
She
tell me how
says-
to use my hero points, Tampoko.
I'm just reminding you that you have hero points.
With a 15, she seems to relax a little bit more and says, if you want me to come with you to escort you somewhere, I can, but I need to...
No. Yes, I think I was hasty. Stay here, watch the road, but call out if you see anything.
I will.
Friend or foe.
Wait. I have some things that might help you. I'm not sure. She scrambles back up into the watchtower, and she comes back down with... Oh, let's see. Where is this? Season of Ghosts. Yes, she comes down with... she hands you a... She hands you a crossbow bolt where the head seems to be slightly glowing, and says, "This is a shining bolt. It will illuminate anything it strikes, or if you shoot it into a dark corner, it will light things up. I don't know how much help it will be, but I'll give it to you. And this, and she holds up this small, what looks like a tiny little ladder from a dollhouse. She says, we have this in case someone gets stuck in a well or falls into a hole or the river or we need to get up in a tree or something. This is a magic ladder. If you use it, it will grow to full size. So this is all I can give you, but I'll give you these.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
I'm going to put those in the party stash for you guys. So if everybody remembers, if you go to the Actors tab, on the party kind of like drawer, the red The Party section, there's a button there to open the party sheet. And then if you go to the stash, you should see those 2 items. And you can keep them in the stash for now, or you can drag them into your inventory to use them if you'd like. So that's what she gives you.
Does anybody have a crossbow?
Great question.
I have a regular bow.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
the
have
same.
a crossbow.
At some point in the future, you may wish to commission or purchase a crossbow, perhaps a magical one, for somebody in the party. If not, you can always sell that crossbow bolt to somebody once town settles down, assuming it does.
Why don't I take the crossbow
If it
bolt?
turns up.
I feel like if anyone's buying a crossbow, it's probably me.
Yeah, it'll probably,
Probably. Odds are.
After she gives you these items, Hire turns to you and says, if you see Captain Peng, tell him what happened here. Tell him that I need reinforcement. If nobody comes before nightfall, I have to get to my son. You should go home too. Check on your friends and family and make sure everyone's all right, or that's what I would do.
Absolutely.
It's fog. Oh, okay. I hope Minwan's okay. Right. I asked Granny who to babysit, so he's north of the river, but my husband, I don't know, he should be maybe at the Matsuki estate right now. That place is nearly a fortress. Good luck to you.
Let's go.
Be careful.
Thank you. But I would like to go to the Matsuki estate. My family lives near there. I want to see that they're okay. You can come with me or you cannot, but I'm going.
I'll be going to check in on old Matsuki. We've been known to share a few drinks now and again.
So long as it gets us closer to Willowshore, fine, let's go. Enough wasting time talking to this woman.
Oh, wow.
While they were talking, Tampoko wants to look at these blue creatures, because, like, what the hell are they? Would he recognize them?
Oh, yeah.
Or know what they are?
Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
Oh, that won't go well, but okay. Oh, it actually is pretty good in nature. Oops. 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Very nice. These, you actually, in your travels, you've collected many tales. You've heard many stories. And these creatures very much match the description of a creature called a Jinkin.
Jinkins. Okay.
And what you would know about Jinkins are, these are tiny fey gremlins. And they're violent, they are amoral, like they don't have empathy, for example, and they delight in building elaborate traps. That's kind of what you remember of the lore of these creatures.
Okay.
Is that Hana-chan going, or Amanda going,
Hana-chan, she's like, am I going to pick up this snake and look at it real quick? And she's going to. Okay. Can I just like poke at the viper and see if I can discern any difference from a normal viper that I would have seen in the woods?
Sure, give me a nature check.
Great. All right, 19.
Nice.
From everything you can tell, this is a normal viper. You cannot tell if it was affected in the same way that the centipedes or the squirrels were because it's not alive. But in terms of
Okay.
its musculature, its anatomy, it doesn't seem different from a normal viper. And with that roll, you would know that indeed these vipers are venomous and a bite can kill.
Okay. Woof. Okay, I take off down the path. You can come with me or not, but I'm going to Matsuki's.
I'm with you.
Fine.
So the group
My face is
begins.
clipping.
Okay, so you are hustling along, making covering as much ground as you can. You move along the path for perhaps another 20 or 25 minutes until you reach a bend that passes along kind of the rice paddies. And man, you would know you're actually very close to your house right now. So whether you want to head home or not before you go to the Matsuki estate, you would know you're pretty close. I'd also like everybody to make a perception check here.
Ah, we're
I
proceeding.
feel like our perception luck is gonna run out at some point.
Tell me what you get.
17.
23.
13. Oh my god.
8.
23.
I've
Okay,
got
so
good keen eyes.
so Mand and Hannah-chan, as you guys are booking it along the path, you do see something odd. One of the houses of one of the nearby farmhouses, it just at the edge of your perception, and again, the fog makes things hard to see. But as you're kind of moving down the path, you are keeping your eyes out for things. You see outside the door of one of the local farmhouses, you see a fairly heavy river rock, maybe like that big, kind of the size of somebody's head. It seems to have been propped above the front door with like a stick. To the situation is where if somebody opens the door, the stick will be knocked out of the way and the rock will fall.
This makes sense because we're right by Man's house, so this would look very out of place for him. Like, he's used to seeing this. I think we should look into this. Either somebody's inside who's trying to keep people out, or somebody's trying to play a terrible trick on somebody.
That's what the Jinkins do. They're like evil tanuki. Their pranks hurt, as opposed to be very funny. This would kill a person.
As Tampoko says that, it feels right. It feels like this was likely a trap, just an impromptu trap designed to kill somebody who came out the front door.
If it
can
was
Hannah-
someone blocking, it would be inside the house. I know these things because we would do it with a bucket of water or feathers and oil. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh.
This isn't funny. This would kill someone.
Oil might actually kill someone too if it were hot. Okay, I would like to draw my bow and take aim at the trap and see if I can.
You might be better off with the Naginata, just like.
Naginata? Okay, great.
Oh,
yeah.
Can I go over with my...
Like, maybe cut
I
it
can do
down.
it. Just right, it's 6-foot pole. All right, I'm doing that. I'm cutting down the trap.
It's a very simple trap. You knock the stick, the branch that has been propping this rock up out of the way. The stone just falls, kind of like slams into the dirt in front of the door, and you hear a tiny little from inside, and then silence.
Who's there?
no,
I
what?
knock on the door. It's okay. Who's there? Unless you're bad, then not okay.
Good cover.
you-
Yeah, good.
All
You
the
hear,
bases.
you hear a man's voice from inside say, "Honored friend, we are not buying anything. Thank you so much for visiting, but please go back to where you came from."
Okay. And I start to.
Is this like one of Man's neighbors, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, Hey, listen, it's Mand here. There was some sort of trap outside your house. If you could tell us what's going on, we'd love to try and help out here.
You hear kind of silence from inside, and the voice says, after a moment, the voice says, Mand?
Yeah, it's me.
Are you alive?
I am. I mean, at least I think so.
All right. What joke did you tell me when we drank at the tavern last week?
Oh boy. We were up pretty late in the tavern, so I was probably telling a lot of jokes. You know what one it was? It was it was the one about the bear comes into the bar, right? And he's like, I'll have a beer. And then the bartender says, okay, sure, but why the big pause? And he goes, I've had them all my life.
Hannah laughs. Really supportive.
Take a hero point for that, Jer. So the door creaks open ever so slightly, and you see the tines of like a pitchfork kind of like push it open as this face peers out. And it's one of your neighbors, and he looks and sees, what? There's monsters all over town. What are you doing outside? You should be locked up.
Well, nobody. We were out in the woods. Nobody came with the breakfast.
Oh, gods, the festival. It started. It's quiet now, but it all started in the middle of the night. There were screams. There were howls. I locked myself and my family up tight. But I mean, do you want to shelter with us?
I think we got to find out what's going on here. As you can see, there was a rock that was, might have hurt somebody pretty bad, but we cut it down.
Knocked it down.
A rock?
Yeah,
there
from
was
the
a trap
river.
on your door.
What the heck are these things called? The Jinkins? The Jinkins?
I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you, I guess. I mean, yes, that would have been very dangerous if it fell on my head or one of my kids' heads when we came out. So all right.
You've been sheltered inside all night? You haven't gone out at all?
No, of course not. No. It's the season of ghosts. Who knows what this is?
Who knows, indeed. Listen, we're going to head into town and make sure and see if there's anything we can do to help. But you stay inside. It sounds like it's still not safe.
All right. Good luck to you. Be careful. And he kind of pulls the pitchfork back and closes the door.
And be careful when you're opening any doors.
We will.
Okay.
Carry on.
Hey, I think so.
Unless Mand has anything from home he wants to get, but yeah.
Listen,
new hat.
Nobody needs to see
shirt.
my house. There's no fresh shirt. I'm wearing the fresh shirt,
You would know, Mand, that, let's see, at home I believe you have a couple of minor healing potions stashed away. Wasn't that what we decided for you?
I think we did, yeah. So maybe, maybe it is.
It's up to you.
Smart to grab those. Well, it sounds like we might be getting into some shenanigans here. So yeah, why don't we pop by my shack, which is not a lot to look at, but yeah, here I'll grab some. We can grab those potions.
Hannah peeps inside as he goes in and is like sad.
Hey, listen, though, I just got here a couple of months ago. I'm still getting furniture and stuff.
Just like a piece of art on the walls.
So
I only have a chair.
The place you are renting actually has 2 stories. It's not a shack per se. It's a small, like 2-floor flat, like a condo almost. You're getting it for dirt cheap, so it's pretty nice. However, as you go in the ground floor, you begin to hear a loud commotion on the 2nd floor. And now where... Oh, you know what? Wait, where is it? There it is. Okay, yeah. I'm going to bring everybody over to Mand's apartment.
Oh my god.
Apartment battle.
There's no token in this scene which gives you visibility of the area. It might
Yeah,
be
hold
too
on.
dark.
I gotta move your tokens on.
Yeah, we got to get inside.
So
live
I'm
like
assuming
this?
you've invited them all
Hey.
inside.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he's
love
impressed.
yeah,
He's impressed. He's
listen,
like, wow, you must be rich.
I am not. I just am not. Okay, so
No, he is not. Oh, silly bear. No, he is not. No.
I'm not a bear.
Do me a favor, guys. While you're on this map, use your keyboard to move your tokens, not your mouse. Yeah, great. So if you
What
move up
happens
the
if you use our mouse?
stairs... Okay, so hold on. I'm going to have everybody stop there. Because... was it Hannah went to the second floor here?
I was me.
Hannah and Byron, I think.
Byron, you were there first, I think? Okay.
A
As
little
you-
rude, but
As you
Wanna see how
arrive
poor
on
you
the
are.
second floor, you can see this clutter, this noise from above becomes more obvious. There are 3 spectral ravens flying around the room, disrupting and destroying all of man's belongings, shitting on the bed, knocking
come
stuff
on.
everywhere, shrieking,
Snitch! Rat! Kill the traitor! Kill him! He knows too much!
and I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative. Give me 1 second here. Let's have everybody roll initiative. There we go.
So if we used our mouse, would something have happened?
Just there's a teleporter region that moves you between floors, but if you drag over it, I'm not sure what happens.
oh, it doesn't. Okay,
Oh,
we'll
nice.
trigger.
That's cool. This VTC is very cool. I got a 16.
Man, were these in here before? Do you
No,
just
I don't have a spectral raven collection.
curious because you live very shabbily, but that's fine.
Okay, all right.
You speak to spirits. He's not. He's downstairs. He has no idea what's going on.
I'm on the stairway, so I could probably see him.
Okay, looks like everybody has rolled, so we will start the combat. Man, you are first to act.
Well, it is my house, so all right. Let me get upstairs here. It seemed to move onto the stairwell. I'm like in the wall.
Oh, you have to go
There
that
we
way,
go.
maybe.
There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Okay. So that's probably as far as I can go.
Yeah, you have 25 feet of movement for 1 stride action.
I think I would be able to get to the top of the stairs. It says I've moved 60 feet, but I don't think that's fully accurate.
That's because it's measuring the teleport.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna send a slashing gust at one of these ravens here.
All right, make sure you target it first.
Yes, targeting the raven and slashing gust. Attack. Probably not.
So you rolled a 12. That is unfortunately a miss.
Yes.
You send like, what is it? How do you cast the spell? What does it look like as you do?
So this is my spirit of errant winds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, just so I get the name right, shepherd of errant winds. So this is sort of me like queuing to him, and I like throw my arm out, and he just zips by my arm and like goes sort of as fast as he can, whichever direction I'm pointing, and tries to sort of cut them with a burst of wind. But obviously these ravens are flying around, so it's a little hard to aim.
All right, so that was your turn. We'll move on, and Hannah, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to definitely draw my bow, stash my naginata. I'm just trying to decide if I want to move or just like shoot from the stairwell. Why don't I just shoot from the stairwell? I'm going to target this guy, this sweetie here. I will, just for kicks, put on my hunt prey.
Okay, I think you just hit the end turn button by accident, which I think is something that happened last time as well.
You know what I did? I double clipped my token at the top. to try to get my character sheet open. That might be what it does.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Ooh. Can you fix it?
Kill the
Can I
snitch!
still
Kill the
shoot a bird?
snitch!
Great. All right. That single creature, hunt prey. And boy, oh boy, am I going for it. Thank Christ.
There you go, yeah.
16.
So your 16 is a hit. Your arrow strikes the bird as it is swooping towards Mand. Go ahead and roll damage.
I roll damage 5. No, 6 because I got a +1.
So your arrow pierces through the raven. It seems not to do quite as much damage as you would have thought. It seems that this creature, this ethereal spirit, this ghost of a dead angry raven, doesn't quite take as much damage from piercing attacks as you would have wanted, but you do some.
Okay. God, can I recall knowledge on anything I might know about spectral creatures?
You could on your next turn, because that is 3 actions for you, and we move on.
No!
Next up, this raven over here is going to swoop towards Mand, very angry at him, and says,
that makes sense.
screaming,
You saw what you shouldn't see! You talked to law enforcement! I'll kill you!
and it is going to target you with its piercing beak and attempt to peck you to death.
Is this bird a cop? Oh, gee.
With a 21 to hit, you are going to take
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
1 point of damage.
Okay, all right, I could take that.
And then it is going to... yeah, I think it is going to scream at you in an attempt to demoralize you.
I'm gonna peck your eyes out and feast on your brains through the holes!
With a nat 20, for a total of 24, that is a critical success. You are not just frightened, you are terrified as this creature, its words, its knowledge, the things it knows about you, it's the fact that it struck you with its beak, you feel like in the next moments you might well die, and a chill goes through your body, this instinctive tightening as you look at this creature and realize this might be your death. This might be the end of Mand Darkleaf's story. That is its turn.
Lousy birds! Yeah!
The next one is going to swoop in and do the same thing. It's going to peck at you with its beak. It's going to fly over here to avoid Byron, and then it is going to, it's going to target you with its beak. With with a natural 19, and you being frightened, it gets a critical hit here. And as its beak jabs into your neck and rips part of your neck's flesh away, you take 6 points of damage. They don't have a lot they can do other than attack, so it's going to attack again with the penalty. We'll see how it hits. It misses with a natural 13, and that brings us to the end of its turn. The third and final raven screams out,
You should never have left! You should have answered for what you did!
and it's going to streak forward with its flight, and again just attempt to peck at you. With a 22 to hit, you're going to take an additional 1 point of damage.
All right.
And as it goes for a second attack on you, it's going to miss. All right. The 3 ravens are
A lot of heat on
swarming.
Mand!
Yeah, a lot of heat on Mand. The 3 ravens are swarming, flapping in the air. The room is a complete disaster. The noise of the wings, the spectral wings flapping, the strange kind of like half transparent nature of them as they shriek and scream and pack. They are swarming on Mand. And Byron, it is your turn. You're up. What would you like to do?
His owners might not have fed the birds, but the new arrival shall. I take out. Can I hit them with bottled lightning?
Yes, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can use one of the ones you prepared at the start of the day, or you can use quick alchemy to burn one of your versatile vials to create a temporary one that would work exactly the same.
I draw my bottled lightning.
Okay.
And can I strike +4 with it, or do I have to do -1?
This is your first attack of the round, so you don't have any multiple attack penalty.
Okay. My target. Hold on. Is there going to be splash damage? Because I don't want to hurt man anymore.
There is, but you'll hit all 3 ravens and man with only the splash damage.
Okay. Then I'm gonna.
So he might take 1 point of lightning, but
I turn to man and I go, I'm sorry that I have to take care of your birds for you. And
You're not. I know you're not.
And I hit them. Oh. Ugh.
okay. So hang on. I think a splash weapon or effect deals any listed splash damage to target on a failure, success, or critical success, and to all other. Right. Okay. So on a failure, even though you missed, this bird takes 1 point of lightning damage. So it does take. Let me see. It's not. Yeah. So 1 point of like lightning damage, kind of like this bottled lightning splashes on the ground, and there's this. Whatever strange ingredients you have put in create this bizarre reaction, and there's this burst of light and heat and sound as the electricity scorches the floor of man's second-story loft bedroom. And 1 point of one little spark of electricity strikes at the bird, but it seems to shrug it off with no effect.
All right. I still have another turn. Yes.
That's one action to draw and throw the bottled lightning, because we said for this campaign, consumables have the ability to be drawn and thrown or used. So you have 2 actions left.
Okay. I'd like to use another bottled lightning, if that's possible.
Sure. Go ahead. And are you using a versatile vial for this, or another one of your pre-crafted ones?
I think a versatile vial.
Okay, great. So because you have quick alchemy and the quick bomber trait, it takes just 1 action to magically create another bomb and throw it. This time you do have the multiple attack penalty.
Okay. I hit them with that.
Oh, thank God.
That is unfortunately another miss. Yeah, with man in the way, it's sort of hard to throw, and you've already kind of done 1 attack this turn. It was a better attempt, but once again, you double down. The floor, the floor tile where you've thrown both of these bombs is now blackened and cracked and scorched with the lighting energy, but you have not actually damaged the birds at all.
You're welcome, man.
If I wasn't so terrified, I'd probably be like, I have to live here.
Where is Tampoco? Why is he not in the
I have no
order?
idea. I've left the combat. My icon isn't even on the map downstairs anymore. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, that's weird.
So I don't know how to bring him back in.
Yeah, I can bring him back in. I don't know what happened there. Where were you? Were you standing like at the table? Do you remember?
I was like over here.
Okay, let me add you to the combat. We'll re-roll you, and then you had.
Yeah, no, that's where I was. I was after Byron.
You were after Byron?
So yeah,
Perfect.
this still works.
So wait, before we get to you, Byron, I think you have 1 action left. So you can, there's a ton of stuff you can do, but it's up to you. What would you like to do with your last action?
Is there any chance I can move? Can I move past them to the other side of the room, or would I not?
They
be able to
are
use a block?
tiny. Let me check. Tumble through a tiny creature. Yeah, you can enter a tiny creature's square. You can't end your turn. No. Yeah, you can just move past them. There's no problem. You treat, I think, man as an ally, and you can move past those creatures. But you only have 25 feet of movement, so where are you going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't quite get there. You get to here.
Okay.
Okay? Great.
And as I reach over, I'm preparing myself for my next turn, and I just kind of like touch the bed, and I'm just like, it's so like tough and it's like so hard. I'm just like unimpressed by the thread count.
Yes, your entitlement surges through you, suffuses your being with contempt for the material goods of your lessers, and your turn ends. Kirk, Tampoko's up. What would you like to do?
I think Tampoko finally realizes everyone's gone upstairs. And so he's trying to go up the stairs. I know, like, I don't know how to get up. So that's 5, 10. I can't go up. So I think, okay, 15, 20.
If you move left, it'll
25, that's
teleport
one.
you up. Yeah, that's one
Yes,
stride.
I'm now at the bottom of the stairs. So I have to go up
Yeah.
another set.
Move left.
Okay, 5.
There
10.
you go.
Oh, I see what's happening.
There we go.
Yeah.
We got you.
15, 20. So that's the
And that's where you
second
can get
move.
to. Yeah.
But I don't think I can cast Ignition at this point, or like I can't cast. Most of my spells require 2 actions. So he is there next to man, seeing these whatever giant spectral birds, and he's like, "What is happening?"
Yeah.
And he's just gonna try and stab at one. Because
Okay.
hold on, where's my actions? Yeah, there we go. So he's gonna try and strike one with his dagger.
Got it. Yeah, target the one that you're going to strike.
Yeah,
I
the
guess it has
closest
to be
one.
that
Oh,
one.
right,
yeah.
I got a target first, right. Okay. Target. Strike. I don't know. A 15?
A 15 just hits. Roll damage.
Ah. So do I click damage or you click it?
You click damage. Yeah, you roll it.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's your birthright.
4.
Yeah, so you're used to, I mean, you're a party guy. You're used to like kind of hanging out. Occasionally you do tricks with your flames, but today there's been a lot of fighting and it seems like you have kind of a talent for it. You roasted those squirrels. You pull out this dagger. The bird is like pecking at man, screaming about like, you know,
You shouldn't have talked. We'll kill you, you dirty rat.
and you slice through its wing. Again, the spectral nature of these creatures, it doesn't take quite as much damage as you would have liked, but you do manage to, you disrupt its form with the form and precision of your strike. That is your turn. At the end, as we go back to the top of the order, before anything else, I'd like everybody here to please make, hang on, let me check out, what is the roll for this? So this is under... I'd like everybody to make either a religion check or a Willowshore lore check. If you are untrained in Willowshore lore, that's just an intelligence check. So religion or Willowshore lore.
Boy, I'm frightened. All my rolls are worse because I'm so scared.
That's 17.
8.
I got 18.
18.
Okay, so did everybody get above a 15?
No,
I think
not me.
everyone but
I'm the only one who
Tampoko,
didn't.
yeah.
Everyone at Tampoko?
Which is
Okay,
fine. He's
so
not religious.
Byron, Hannah-chan, and Man, all 3 of you have a sudden realization. These are ghosts. These whatever these things are, these strange phantom ravens, they count as ghosts. And that means that the 8 practices apply to them. So the very first practice is do not call a ghost. Instead, address it with friendly greetings if you must. That could apply here. If you're friendly and polite to these ravens that are accusing man of being a snitch or a narc or something, nobody but man really understands what that's about. But if you address them with politeness and empathy and kindness, it may have some effect. So it's up to you to decide what to do with that. But it is, man, it is now your turn.
Well, Mand is like terrified right now, so he probably will try to talk to them as opposed to attack them more. I think he will like fall to his knees and be like, you know, you don't understand. Like that was my job. I was asked to I had to. I was hired to do that. I didn't know that I would see what I saw. Is this a diplomacy check or?
Yeah, I'll give you the check. So are you attempting to do what I just described, or are you trying to reason with them based on logic?
That's a good point. I feel like Mand would know, even in his terrified state, he'd know that like reasoning with a ghost is like not that great a strategy. So probably he would defer to them and just be like I accept my fate. Like I deserve this punishment, maybe something like that.
Okay. So in this case, I'm going to say what I was looking for was a friendly greeting of some sort.
Whoops.
So in this case, I will say you are going to need to make this is going to be a DC 22 diplomacy check to persuade them to stop attacking you.
That is not going to happen, but let's try it. Nope.
Yeah, so that's not going to work. That was your first action. What would you like to do for your second?
He's going to run. He's too scared. So he's going to back out and get the heck out of here.
Okay. I should have said I think it's at the start of your turn. No, at the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened condition. Yeah, so you run. Excuse me. You run. What else? You've got a third action left. You keep running?
Let me see. Yeah, maybe. I think probably I do. I think probably I just run.
Okay.
For the door.
So you're scooting out the door. At the end
I don't know
of your
if I'll
turn,
leave, but I think I will get to the door and like try to collect myself.
Okay, at the end of your turn, your frightened condition decreases by 1. So you can, I believe it's right-click once to decrease it from 2 to 1. There you go. Okay.
Got it.
And that's the end of your turn. Hannah, you are up. What are you up to?
Okay, so after seeing the slashing damage do nothing after a really good shot, she stands flat on her 2 feet, making sure not to lean against a wall, bows, and says, "Hello, new friend. I see you're quite upset. Do you want to talk about it?"
Very nice. That is a friendly greeting. So this 2-action diplomacy check may have a very good effect. What I'm going to need you to do is I put a diplomacy check in the chat. Go ahead and click that and see if you beat it.
Yeah, I do. I got a 22, honey.
With a 22, that is a success. All 3 of the ravens take 2d8 mental damage.
Well, they can't even.
Oh, you greeted the shit out of these guys.
Yeah.
I said hello so good.
Oh, man. Oh, it was
All
so
3
respectful.
are stunned by your kindness, by your addressing them as living beings, by your treating them with respect and empathy, and they all dissipate into ethereal goo and fade from existence. We are out of combat.
Hannah
Well
is shook.
It's nice that Hannah's so friendly. Like that worked to our advantage here.
Man's downstairs
wow.
being like, everything okay?
Yeah, they're it's just wild. They evaporated into the plasma goo, and now there's nothing up here but us. You can come up, it's safe.
Okay, but like for real though?
Yeah, it's for real. There's plasma goo everywhere and a big scorched hole in your rental from where Byron kept throwing lightning.
I'm gonna get my deposit back. All right, so man
does.
will venture upstairs.
Yeah, the place is a disaster zone. It has been completely trashed. They've opened drawers. They've opened your cabinet. Your clothes are kind of scattered on the ground. There's a huge scorch mark now, and the scent of ozone in the air from Byron's electric bottles. But in a small chest at the foot of the bed, which they were not able to get open, you do find what you came for. And I have put 2 minor healing potions into the party stash that Mand has provided for you guys.
Okay, well, now that we got that stuff, yeah, we could probably go. We could probably get out of here.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Do you need to take one, man? Like, you're pretty wounded.
No, I'm okay. I'm all right. Don't worry about me.
Man, I think maybe your fear comes from...
I'm all right.
You're not sleeping particularly well. I just think that, I mean, if we could get a slightly softer mattress for you, it'd make the world of difference. We could speak to my father. He's in North.
We don't need to speak to the... It's fine. The bed is fine. It has nothing to do with the bed.
All right.
Let me ask you guys, before you head out, are there any... You know, there are certain activities you can take if you take 10 minutes. Like there's refocus to regain a focus point. There's you can do cure wounds to kind of heal up people who are hurt, or you can expend spells if you want. Is there anything you're doing before you're leaving?
Yeah, can I Can I do a treat wounds check on myself?
You absolutely can.
All right. I target me and treat my own wounds because I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Hannah's impatient. She kind of dances around.
Can I like look at some of the papers on Man's desk upstairs?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I just glance past it. As I'm walking past the desk, I notice some papers on the desk, and I take a look at them.
Mand, why don't you tell your Snoopy friend here what he finds?
What a little snoop. What a little snitchy boy. It's probably a lot of like case files for Mand and maybe some clues as to like what he was doing over in Karahai, like the case he was working. And like so probably none of it will really mean anything to Byron. It's just a lot of like names and so, you know, like one of those like it's sort of like a paper version of like a conspiracy wall where he's just like written names and drawn lines and little notes next to. But I think even Byron may be able to tell like there's something about like smuggling and money and maybe some deaths and that kind of stuff.
There's one page that just has the phrase "follow the money" written in over and over.
Yeah, big, like triple underlined. Yeah.
I go back downstairs.
Okay. You guys head out, presumably, back out into the fog outside. And I
do have an idea when we go out. He'll probably Tampoko will probably tug on Hana-chan's sleeve and be like, "Don't your friends, the elves, live near here?"
Yes. Oh, yeah, we should go check in on the... Well, I really want to see how my folks are doing, but you're right, the lodge is right here. Maybe we should...
They always carry spears and weapons.
You're right, a restock on a couple bow and arrows and just make sure that they're okay. They probably have more sense of what actually happened than the civilians that we've talked to. Let's go. That's not the worst idea.
Then they have food that I could eat, right?
Give it a rest.
I don't know if
give it a rest.
Tampoko would have said something as strategically insightful, but I did notice that they're like right south of here.
They are right here.
So you guys are headed back outside, back out to Willowshore, and you start heading south towards the main office, where the Silver Mist Rangers kind of interface with the rest of the town, where they sell meat and leather and take commissions and kind of interface with everyone. The lodges are more like lounges and preparation area, and like they're for the hunters. This area up ahead is more for interfacing with the town. And as you begin to head south from Man's house towards this area, as you reach the edge of the woods, all of you see this, but Hannah, it hits you with It hits you like a thunderbolt because what you see is someone you recognize. There is, face down in tall grass, just off the side of the path, unmoving, is Chol Juyap, the youngest hunter, the youngest apprentice hunter, the Tengu, who had joined your band to learn from Iomina and the rest of you just a few years ago.
So I run over to him and I lay hands on and flip him over, try to shake him awake. Wake up.
As you try to flip him over, there's resistance at first. And you realize that the body is sort of stuck in place. And do you apply more force?
I check his pulse to see if he's ready or dead.
You don't even need to make a medicine check. There is no pulse.
Okay. Okay, help! I ask Byron, Tampoko, somebody help me push him over.
Help.
Yeah, you guys apply some force to the body and are able to lift it off of the sharpened wooden stake, which he has tripped forward and impaled himself on.
Oh.
It was hidden in the tall grass, and as you look behind him, you now see there was some sort of line or string tied at ankle level to cause somebody rushing into this tall grass to trip and fall on this stake.
It was a trap. Everyone, be careful where you step. There's a trap. This is horrible. Okay, so do I check his body for any other damage if it's just the impale wound or what?
The wound is the only wound. It it appears to have cut his heart, one of the vessels, one of the ventricles of the heart, as it pierced through, and he very quickly bled out.
Okay, I try to lift him off the stake.
You're able to do that.
Okay, and then I lay him down on the ground gently, and I say a prayer for his soul, the little temporary prayer we gave the farmer earlier.
His feathers, the front of his chest is matted with blood. The stink of iron fills the air. You see his eyes are staring sightlessly into the sky until you close them. He was...
poor sweet baby. So I close his eyes, and I put my hand on his cold, clammy cheek, and I just cry a little bit, because it's so sad to see such a young life be taken away from us. Usually, if someone dies, if a ranger dies, she addresses the group, it's because they've pushed themselves to the limit. They have a gallant heart, and they've made a test of their strength, or they've come up against a mighty beast. It's so rare for someone to just be set up to fail and killed. Okay, so she just crosses his hands over his chest and then straightens herself and goes into the lodge, watching her step as she proceeds.
Oh no, he froze.
We lost Jeremy.
Right? Or am I frozen?
Yes,
okay.
yeah, no, he froze. Good read though, because sometimes it's am I frozen? Who's frozen?
I know. Yeah. Is it me? Did I disappear? And I'm everything's normal.
We lost him. So, as you commiserate over the body of this young villager who has fallen, this hunter, and begin to make your way into the lodge, that's where we'll call it this week. As we have another job interview to deal with. We are off for the next 2 weeks because Amanda's getting married. Yay. Congratulations,
I'm
Amanda.
already married. I'm having a wedding.
You're having a wedding.
It's different. I'm having an already married wedding.
So we'll be back at the start of May to resume our exploration of Willowshore to find out what is going on and hopefully help stop any more of these horrific deaths from happening. But some of them have already happened, and you're just finding out about them, unfortunately. This tragedy that has hit the town is quite a brutal opener for this campaign. But that is going to be it for today. We lost Jeremy in the Zoom, but thanks, everybody.
I'm back. Sorry.
You're back?
I almost never have internet problems, but it chose a extremely dramatic moment to drop.
Yeah.
Right, that's right, yeah.
So I was just saying we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for joining everybody today. Sal, good luck with your interview. Amanda, good luck with your wedding.
Good luck.
Jeremy, Kirk, good luck with whatever you do. And we'll be back in 3 weeks to resume.
Cool. All right. See everybody in a few.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.